Alright, we're live. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. We're back with more Disco Elysium. Give it a minute. See what's going on. Alright, so everything working? Everybody's alive? Everything's well? I believe so. So, last time we woke up pitch-ass drunk in our room, we got dressed, and we started our investigation into the murder of a man whose name we don't know. Also, we don't know who we are, so that's fun. We got this creepy-ass smile on our face. We have skill points. We're learning the ropes still. I think we're still technically in the prologue. And I think this is going to be just one long case, which is nice. It's nice to see something that's just focused. I'm still wondering if I should put points into anything else. I wonder if I'm going to need more drama later on. I am enjoying this a lot. Huh. That's interesting. Why does this have 2? Why does this have 0? Is my clothes infecting, like... Hold up. Not this. This. My clothes affect, like... +1 to etiquette decor. +1 to capital conceptualization. Oh, my clothes actually affect, but -1 to a suggestion. Golden brown trousers. He's from bomb. Oh god. I didn't realize they were. Oh god, no. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. It even says bonuses from items over here. So we get -1 to suggestion and 2 minus to savoir-faire. Who's giving me that? Is it you? No. Is it shoes? Shoes do. What's the other thing that gives me a minus that? What am I getting -2? The pants and my shoes are fucking up my vibes, man. But everything else is gold. I'll keep that in mind. I don't have any other clothes. +1 to physical. I do have the gloves. Can I put the gloves on? Oh my god, it actually affects my character model. That's cool as shit. I like that. I didn't think it would be a physical change. Nice. Also, like, I have 1 health. I do have an undershirt. This one gives me what? Conceptualization, but this one gives me +1. Physical instrument. No, I'm good. I'm good. Good buddy. So we need to get a body down.
To work! Back again, eh? Here to show the militia support for our cause? Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
The lawyering man hollers in return. What is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
Fair enough.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw. Perfectly light-bearded square wedge. Leave now. Okay, so that's not who I needed to talk to. Oh, there's change right there. Thank you. Get in there. What is in here?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the
The
window.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Kind of
The
insignias.
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Okay, what about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Nods towards a racist lorry driver. Think this lorry belongs to our tough guy.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Interesting, alright. Let's see if I can't get you to help me out. I don't know who the hell I have to get to help me get the body down, but
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
no. His strike. Press button behind the guard. Oh, thanks. What a wonderful note. I can't talk to her. I can talk to him, though. Dream about you all the time. Sure,
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
buddy. Okay.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The woman at the giant's side agrees. The fuck does that mean?
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes under his skin. Lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Body's not betrayed. I'm not gonna try and get a physical confrontation with this guy. I have 1 health. My body isn't important. I'm with the police. I need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Smell like breath. Is it really so bad? You're right. I'm an alcoholic, and I need that dead body no longer to be in a tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Yeah.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
You could adapt your hand pumping some iron. Okay, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in him. I am the police. You comply. I think that would be the best. Use rhetoric. Important here. I need to do my job.
Look at my chronology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Is your people who put that body up there? Who should help me get it down? I have all this. I need to get the corpse down from a tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Okay.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Somebody's supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Oh, I don't like that. Ugh. Are they playing? Yeah, that's not happening. I will die. Alright. Reject the findings, sure. Accept them. Alright, let's try the conceptualization then.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Jesus Christ, what the hell is happening here? This was a mistake.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Actually, lactose intolerance is something that is normal.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, got it. Who are Type A in your
The
view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Who draws his finger out?
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Who are these people?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Oh, jeez.
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands.
Just to the south across the
I
ocean.
am Seminese, from the stock of Ulmuir on Ile de Fantôme.
Okay.
The Areopagites are sleek, long.
You ever feel like you just made a mistake?
Seminese are
I
powerful.
feel like I just made a mistake.
Mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
This is false on contemplating the beauty and mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
That's interesting. Inland Empire. Okay.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Interesting. The Koikos, I've been trained to identify as white in official descriptions.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Oh no, not potatoes!
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates.
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. from Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
And the Vaculars, you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial called Ron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
You don't say. Go away, stupid political thoughts. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespias.
It sounds like it was necessary. Sounds like it was perpetrated by degenerate marauders, not all people of Ravachel.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Huh?
Enough of type mediocrity.
He nods. Oh, Jesus. Alright. What about C through F?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric
Lesser
experiments.
races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is Mesk and the father Semenese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
That doesn't sound biologically correct.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Maybe I misunderstood something, but aren't humans too similar to pretty...
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
The sage will not budge on this.
anymore?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Better not do. It's like I could handle. Sure.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Semenese strength and Grad servility. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on? You understand nothing.
Great.
To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
I don't have time to think.
Lost, though, buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I need to luxuriate in the private company of my babe. Leave me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tipere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
What are your tattoos supposed to be?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Okay.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Sure, buddy.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Oh. We can throw this shit right back at him then. The jaw is clear and it types a sigma.
That atavistic stigmatum makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
You have him off guard now. He's preoccupied with his situation with his woman.
There we go. Let's go. It still won't help Manny. That's still an 8. Oh. Oh, that's not good.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyebrows sort of harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
This guy is really hot. I don't know about all that. Got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the
teach me race
influence of
culture.
cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor. Could you help me take the fight down yourself, maybe?
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Kim, what do you
I
think
think
of this?
this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
That'll be our lucky.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Okay.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
He wanders over the Whaling's roof to the yard. Yeah, these guys ain't each. I thought maybe I could do it. I have in fact met Measurehead. That was something. Just no, down the stairs. Down the stairs. There we go. Oh, down, down. There we go. Anybody here? No.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
He tips on, punch the guy out, say a really big race theorist guarding a button. You want to look at my stats? These are my stats. This is Redmond Scampin. I built my own stats. Oh boy, am I not built for fighting. First is intellect. Intellect is at 5. My big ass head is in the way.
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Ooh, alright. I might die though. I'm gonna save before we try this fight, because I'm gonna die. Can I save? Yeah. Save game. Shows Tinker in the beginning. I thought about it. I figured I'd try out, like, building my own thing and see how it goes. I am curious about die doing this, but fuck it. Let's go. Chose the purple one that does drugs. Makes sense.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Knock
You
him
have
out!
really
Knock him
let
out!
yourself go.
Eh!
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I am a god. Oh, there goes my health. Critical, heal yourself now.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up his
Something.
as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, I can't say anything. And that's dead.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
Oh,
It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
help
Yeah.
someone.
Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath. You're just making it worse.
Try to make
All you
conscious.
feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would.
It's happened to
You
my buddy
only
Mark.
see pain Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday.
Ah, there we go. That sounded about right. Whoops. What'd I say? Alright, so fighting him, not happening. I will perish. I can't even withstand a fight.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Could you help me out? Was that someone?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
I'm pretty sure we don't. At least not all those things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
The game is really pretty, I will give you that. Pats his nose, a sign of his index finger.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes.
First, don't fight him, obviously.
Obviously.
Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Oh, we have to pretend. Damn it. Alright. Alright, let's at least try and see how that goes. I really want to get the body down first. I don't know if getting into the dock is how I'm going to do that. Look at my notes. Not this. This. That's later. Pissing match. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. So that can't be done yet. What he knows. Don't feel like talking to him yet. Feels real bad. That's drinking. So I'll make it to the bloated corpse, shoot it down, or ask for help. Ah, we need to access the harbor for that then. Gotcha. Never mind. Where are we going? I think the whole game is done in some oil pastel mix. That would make sense. It definitely looks like an oil painting. Okay.
Your race descent has... There is nothing funky about them. There are 3 categories of race. Tips, CF, are lesser. The mesquite...
It seems unlikely that 2 human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
You are right.
The sage will not budge on.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimira. Are you sure you wish the Koiko as
Psychedelic as hell.
Oh,
yes.
this will but enough. It is... I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
I think this racist is better.
That will be the
He will grant us.
Your pedomorphic friend,
the lieutenant.
you should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete... don't...
There must be some friction.
Mr. Claire, also, to serve is not jam. Individualism. You have gotten... Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll
I
rebel.
changed my mind. He was mean to Kim.
Upon
Yeah, fuck this guy.
international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Meshhead stoically looks to the distance in silence.
Alright, let's try this then. I'm curious to see what happens if we actually, like, flip this. Oh, shit, we actually won?
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage.
Oh,
You
we
could
got him.
swear you felt the soft palate break.
Okay. That completely fucks my entire plan. But you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Like that instinct took over. Right to the throat, damn. Oh, soft plate break. Continue.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Back up and perform 360 spin kick. We'll give him the right hook. Mostly because I don't think it would end well if we don't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh God, wrong move. Your head is in his hands, like a pair of forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
I'll take the morale damage.
You feel something in your chest,
Oh,
an unnatural
damn it.
pressure. It's spreading.
I was trying to see if he would, like...
Your jaw. Very, very. All you feel. Cop
Okay.
suffers.
Well, that was interesting. The spin kick was right move. We'll try that again. If I get the fucking thing again. I don't think I will. I didn't expect to win. Alright, let's try it again. Once more from the top. It makes sense that the spin kick was right. I just didn't think my physical attitude would allow it.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
That was a 1 in 1,000 chance I soiled it.
How did this happen?
You must be out good. Now leave before you humiliate your own
Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to check.
organization any further.
Knock him out, Locke. Alright, that's what I was trying to do.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
Alright, fine, I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
Trust me, I would not have tried that if I could avoid it. Sorry, Kim. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright, that is what I was going for before, though. Come on, downstairs. Now we can talk to him about it.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
You need to be my champion against the...
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Okay. For all these strike breakers.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Man says running a grayling military.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis.
Get some pictures.
If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
I'm gonna leave. Okay. So... let's try that again.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really
17,
let
still not great.
yourself go.
And dead. Yep.
It has happened again.
Again.
The Titan has your fist locked in his hand.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
Out.
Your fist cracks.
The words to the song are good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Alright. So we're gonna load. That wasn't exactly what we had planned, but it's good to know that we can win on things that are, like, low. I didn't realize I could do that. Out of curiosity, one more try.
Your race descent has only one. Oh, no.
There must be some.
Mr. Clare, also, to serve is noble. It takes this jam, individualism. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
Now.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction
Try
and
one more time.
never getting that dead body
Theoretical
down
or in any
the
game
tree.
in this role. Okay, that didn't work.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your
Yeah.
homoerotic.
Alright. That was worth a try, at least, so... It's at least a good idea to try things. This game could be run as a TTRPG module. It probably could, like, legitimately. Alright, let's look around. Maybe there's something else. I'm sure there's more to look at than what I'm seeing. I figure I'd start with that. That's... Get out of here, Steam. Let's see what you've got to say.
Looking for something?
You recognize the lorry driver.
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots.
Kind of
He
runs like a
definitely
roll
looks
for
like
shoes in a
someone
way.
capable of a lynching.
Let me see the soles of your boots.
Been admiring the stompers, huh? Sure thing. Check them out.
Look at the sole.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern.
Except for explain rolls. Yeah. What's up with
It's
those?
Revachol.
Where did you get boots like that?
Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny.
Rubs the back of his balding head, but why?
For when the invasion comes. The last thing they'll see before the lights go out is illustrious Revachol.
It doesn't look like the lieutenant cares. He just makes a little note.
Sounds like a more immigrant bashing. Do you understand that you're stomping on rubber patrol every day, don't you? Well,
The
whatever.
man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers. He reaches for a new one.
Alright. Oh yeah, I could probably look at the map now, can't I? Not this. Map. No. That doesn't work. Alright. That's not what I'm looking for. Any way you could help me?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
Nope. Okay, not you. I also really like the music so far from what I've heard. Oh, I can look at the bench. And the well. Drinking fountain. Pump doesn't work on it. There's a tree in it. Tire treads? Tire tracks leading to the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. And who are you two?
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer.
British
Let
sea
me
power
just finish my
picks up your
sandwich.
damn good job on the
Talk
score.
to Angry Hard René first.
There was something I was... yeah. Sprinted sharps and clicks of swallows from there.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
Someone's still chewing on a sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Show it's how it's done. They are gay married.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Taking no surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Feel the
The
ball.
cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
There is time for one last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion.
The writing
A
is fucking
fine-tuned
just...
locomotor
Mwah.
running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving gun. Let go. Be the bullet. How about that shit, boys?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Uh-oh.
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Problem? I don't understand.
Vandalized our game, son! We can't play pétanque with 5 bull!
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Sorry. An honest mistake.
No, we are not good, goddammit! We want our bull back!
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug! You owe us a goddamn bull!
Okay, I'll fix it. Sorry.
Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point. Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Oh yeah, we heard
A
about that.
superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
Actually, the king.
Decisively, without fear of offending
Nay,
the
is
sensibilities
painfully
of the frail
French-inspired.
and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. Seems to be a leader should take care of his people before himself.
Nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some wariness in his voice. He's heard this rant too many times before.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Oh, old Philip
about
was
the
a big
candy.
fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts.
Oh god.
His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
The guy's a damn royalist. Yeah.
You can't
I'm
even
noticing
take
a lot
the
of, like,
responsibility for yourself.
political
How could you fathom
agendas
the
are all over the fucking
responsibility
place in
weighing
this
on the
game, and I
shoulders
love
of a
it.
ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revishal's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about
Of
the past.
course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Okay. All right.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Yes. 100%. Political stuff ever. Let's hope you won't be a centrist now. Love Kim Sass in my playthrough. He's killing it. Yeah, he's fucking fire. I love Kim. Kim better survive this entire endeavor, or I'm gonna be pissed. What was that about higher realms? Seems like irresponsible behavior from Mark. Your users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery. Let's rule countries. Thanks for this clearing up. I have some questions now.
I'm listening. Right.
You know anything about the man hanging in the tree?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
You don't have a problem with the cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
Ooh. What about police woman? Oh, this ought to be good. Oh no. Oh boy, here we go.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Not to mention keeping the stage happy and fed. Are not to mention keeping there are no duties RCM women can carry out.
But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks.
God.
Don't you, officer?
No, I don't think there's any evolutionary inequality at play here.
Really, officer. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top.
I don't know. I know some pretty badass women that could knock me on my ass.
Gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail.
Once
But I
this
do
woman
not
picked
wish
me
to
up and
discuss this
spun me
matter
around.
further.
Case in point. Yes. Some people are just fucking built different, regardless of gender or any other thing. Some people are just badasses. So did a trans woman. Exactly. It doesn't matter. Just anybody can be a badass. I think that's what I'm gonna get from them.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
And there's just this man who really wants to talk about his sandwich. Two types of people, badasses and guys who keep asking people to pick them up and spin them. I'll keep that in mind. You want his sandwich?
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't
Yeah,
need to be a...
I don't like provolone.
a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing
enough.
personal, it's just a principle.
Delete the provolone.
The only one you have.
Please. Please, man. Can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
It's got continents of lettuce, chicken wrap, thinly sliced. Oh, that sounds delicious, except for the tomato. I don't like tomato either. Please, friend. Let's just share it.
Fuck off! It's mine!
He jerks away, immediately startled by his own reaction.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm
Delete the
not gonna
tomato.
share it.
I'm sorry, I'm very bland, I know.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets close. We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Rhetoric. No. Do you know anything about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
No, I am too. I don't like either tomato or provolone. I just assume the only one. No. If I make a sandwich, it's usually just mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, sometimes some mustard, and maybe a ketchup if it's a hot dog. It's just the two of us. Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Oh.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Mayo only sandwich? Well, obviously I put like ham on it. Ham or bologna.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Ooh. Gaston. It feels like Gaston's filling a script. I mean, technically he is. But yeah, he's definitely playing a move where he's just trying to dodge and deflect. And that's why he just slipped up. He just got so pissed off he went off script for a second. It's probably also... Well, I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know if he's putting on an accent or if that's the guy's actual voice. Who's Everett, you know?
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers.
Like me in Thanksgiving.
I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Noted. Can you help me get inside the harbor?
No, I'm sorry, officer. I don't even have a key card. Evrard usually sends someone to get me when he wants to talk.
That's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Bye for now. Alright, let's see if we can't get their ball back. That was cool. Again, I like the writing a lot. I like the soundtrack. This is all good stuff. Damage looks like it can be caused by an earthquake. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. It's interesting, all the different explanations and stuff. Hello, person. Coin operator view has been banged up inoperable. That reads broken window. Tibbs as windows. Desk card. Yellow plastic bag. Hey, we actually need this. Okay, that's about the new task. Tools bag. We can put this in our left hand. And it fucking appears. Look at that. That's cool shit. Now it's just gonna dangle from our side, isn't it? That's awesome. What's this? Ooh. I saw there's a tear thing over at the mech shop, so maybe we can do something like that. What is this? Spider bullet holes lines the wall. Ooh. Alright, that's interesting. Just this man here. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. His own boy. I don't strap trouble, I fix it. Been kicked out of every joint I've ever showed. Come on, mate, say. It's my song now. This guy doesn't want to talk to me. How do we want to get the ball back? How do we get the ball back? There's nothing with that suitcase there? That seems surprising. No. Okay. Time to search every goddamn trash can and get some money. Take it all. Does our bag gain weight? This doesn't actually do anything, right? Contains 3 bottles. Freight sick, written on the dynamic poster, great prices. Crack it open, a musty gust of air flies in your face, smells of yeast and beer. Perfect place to store tar. So no, it doesn't add weight. So weight is not a factor we have to consider into our investigation. Good. To roundabout north. To our apartments. Okay. Hello, small child. And a room. That looks like it's a bookstore. It's probably not where we're gonna find anything of value. I need to find a book about the future. Our government reads minds using technology. Book about Bordeaux culture. Promotes roaming upstream. This book, you don't understand what it is, but it's not important. Book about Partey. The cover of Mesco Man surrounded by flames. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and
You
some
know your
board
cabinet
games.
yet?
It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
No, girl, I know what a book is. No, it feels inappropriate to lecture this girl.
Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
I know. I already have my
Sir,
own.
are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Is it okay if I ask you some
Okay,
questions?
sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My
I need to
mum,
pass the
her
time so
name
I
is
can get
Plaisance.
my
She owns
memory
the
together
store.
on where
She's
the hell
inside
I live.
minding the register or organising the stock.
Okay.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
Hmm. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I could help by dismantling the free market. Should have a store with those storm on it.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
And how's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Oh?
Behind her, the window has been boarded up.
Steps in
You
so
sense the
often, I
boards
think
creaking,
she's-
twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Curse him away.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I see. He has popped up quite a few times. I think the one that keeps popping up for me is Inland Empire for most part, and what's the other one? It's a lot of purple. Sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plastic
No such
manifestation.
thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Enough about curses for now.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
See you around in that. I think I've already interacted with this. I think the first time I
The
lost the
dented
game,
yellow
I
mailbox
forgot
greets
about
you
my
with its
morality points for
graffiti
smoking
and
too many
bullet
cigarettes
holes
and licking
in
the
the
food
front.
counter. I died the first time because I tried. Can I just grab those? Like off the ground? Is that? Okay, that's fucking cool. I will have to keep my eyes open for little glass bottles. That's sneaky. I like that. Don't mind me. We're just gonna clean up all the litter. My brain makes me do this. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Yeah, bottle time. I died right off the bat trying to get the necktie off of the ceiling fan because I have 1 health. So I had a heart attack. Whoops. Was there something I needed to do at 3 o'clock? I feel like there was. We could get soft locked in the future. The necktie of death. Serial number on the victim's ceramic arm boot. Okay, so that's something we can do. Tell you about the case. I need to ask him about the case. I don't know if there's a way to increase my health. I haven't tried. Maybe by leveling up something in physicality, I would imagine. Like in the because I did see that the what was it called? Physique. I think you can increase physique. The fact that they have plus signs here, I don't know how much it would cost. I imagine you'd have to increase physique itself. Ask him the initial inspection of the dead body. So this is something I need to do before. This is something I can do after. I need to ask Kuno the booze. Need to get the body down. Endurance is what you'd go for. Endurance. So the first one, okay. Take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Okay, that makes sense. I'll keep that in mind. Might be a good idea to give myself at least 2 health then. Because I didn't realize when I built the character until I died right away that I'd have 2 health, or 1 health. Born to exactly feed, forced to endure. I do have drama as my prime stat though. I like the idea of not being able to be lied to. Being able to read everybody's bullshit. Inland Empire is something I leveled up once already. Smart move. Yeah, I figured as much. It seems like it's a good skill. Especially for a crime drama. Suggestion is also leveled up 1 because it's nice to just be able to like use people when need to be. Forced to EC. Always thought Inland Empire was made up by David Lynch until this game. I have to look up at some point what it actually is, because it sounds familiar at the very least. What's this one? Ah, right. This is what I'm linking on. How 3 hours and 26 minutes until we remember where the hell we're from. Good to know. Went through a pack and a half of cigs watching it. Oh, fucked up movie. What? Okay, I see. Stressful or bad or good or... 2200 is when we can do that. I need money to do that. Need to track down my badge and gun. No idea. Then I encourage you to try ask others to explain the world in greater detail. Perhaps a rich person. Sing karaoke. Made a call. Victims test 2s. And then replace the lost ball. What all is in here?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, Second Edition.
Okay. Kept rewriting scenes and script so you know that production was terrible. I doubt the bastard motherfucker showed up with a shot list during the shooting days. Oof.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my
There's
eye?
a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
I don't think this lady's gonna know anything, but it is nice to look around. There's probably books in here that would probably fill in some gaps on like the lore. Oh, and then it plants a picture. Actress gets punished repeatedly for cheating on her husband. Actress. Oh. Alright. Cool. Book is titled Man from Wildfire. Okay. I see. Whole innate meaning of Inland Empire is art influences life, and literally that is it. I see. Kind of one of the bleaker outlooks on life. I might check it out at some point if I feel the need to. Alright, let's get a rundown on the actual case.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Now we've inspected the scene. I want to know more about the pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
It is alright if you have 3 to 4 hours to chill out and pack. Kim is based, so struggle is over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Interesting. Man just said, fuck it, if we're gonna have a pissing contest, I'm gonna make sure the case is done right. Fuck you guys.
Somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
Ooh. No pissing contest, the original piss man. Thought you had 104 solved cases. Wonder what that says about me. That was sent by my station. Thinking spits about you.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
If I'm right, this is outright even by my standards. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. Can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an Agni, an apocalypse by my people. Can you guess my message? Option 4? Yeah, I don't know. I am death incarnate, come by my people to destroy the world, and I am a messenger. Can you see it? Don't be scared. I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable cookout. Let me leave that. What? This is outright even by my standards. Me at an interview when they ask why I'm interested. Yeah, exactly. These are all really fucking good, and I would really like to answer. It's all part of the master plan. I think 1 is conceptualization. It is literally the answer conceptualization gave. And then the others are the typical responses. But because I have a high conceptualization score, it gives me this option right off the bat. I'm a highly experimental cop. If I'm right, this is outright even by my standards.
Really?
I ride the same 3 days early, drink myself to fully immerse myself in this reality, and then work the case from an angle so... Not only for criminology, but for human mind. Forget
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
Close
The
your eyes.
rows are endless.
Look for precinct 49.
Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness. Your brothers have left you.
Oh. So you volunteered to spoil
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoilsport.
it. He seems pleased with this. For some reason I thought you had 104 solved cases.
Well, technically. The official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicides.
Ah.
A common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
So you're still a good cop, right?
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene into a circus.
Hey! Hello! What's so special about
Martinez.
Montes?
Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Interesting.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
No such thing as a good cop. Kim is simply... Oh, there is. Pointless matter.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Why'd the 41st send me?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain, I'm good for
You
nothing.
look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Ah, damn it. We're almost good for another level up, though. What else do we have to get? There was something else I had to ask him, right? No. Briefed about the case. That's what it was. It was about asking about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything. I can't remember a single.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
He opens his nose. Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
That's possible, but it's not good to just jump to conclusions either. Wait, does the briefing say the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort.
Oh, that's
The desk could
interesting.
identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Now, why would they hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Approach to death as part of the dispute. Aside from what? The way I'm trying to think of it is, yeah, there's a big dispute, but if we assume that it's part of the dispute, and it's not, then the killer just has their own little smoke screen that they can just sweep this all under. If it's not part of the dispute, which it could be, I'm not discounting that it could, but if we just accept that and it's not, then we're just completely cutting off an entire avenue of investigation, which could come back to bite us in the ass, or get someone innocent arrested, or worse.
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Split. I don't know how to help you there, bud. Of course, I understand everything.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. Good.
Alright, so that gave us that. So can I... No, we can't level up our physique here. Could level up endurance. How do we want to play this? I'm thinking of just how to level this up. I think it would be good to have more than one health point. So we'll go with that. Or I could level up the logic and talk to him again and try and, like, figure out why I'm doing this. So we'll figure that out later. Let's start with this. We should make it so I can take 2 hits now, right? No, did not. Oh no, I did. It did. I do have 2. Very good. Alright, so that gives us more than 1 health. We don't have to worry about dying immediately.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
To run the serial number. Ceramic armor boots. We need to run the serial number. Right.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you run a serial number on a pair of armor boots?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000. Make and model of armor is Fairweather T500 VE.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Very good.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Okay.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on...
Police for the police for the police. Okay, so I took care of that. Now we gotta wait for that to happen. And that gives us no XP because it just updated it. Let's go talk to Kuno's a little ass. Actually, before we talk to Kuno's... I really don't want to talk to Kuno. I do not like Kuno. Before we do that, I've gotta go and get my dad his medicine. I will be right back. I'm gonna run an ad. We'll be... BRB. It shouldn't be long. Here.
Oh,
God. Oh God! Help!
Jesus
I need help!
Christ!
I was coming to help her. I opened the door. There's just a little man. Hello!
Hello, let me hump your face.
Please, no, not like this.
I can't believe I didn't down you shooting at the jockey, honestly.
You didn't.
I'm surprised.
Oh, wow. That wasn't too bad.
Better go up here, look out.
Fuck!
What downed me? What the fuck?
The fire that Eddie started.
I didn't throw any fire.
You shot the gas can.
I didn't shoot in that direction.
Somebody started the fire.
I had a chainsaw.
The fire downed me.
It was Eddie. Eddie, when you got turned by the smoker.
Oh, well, that's not my fault then. My screen, I was looking at them when I pressed the trigger.
Hello, friends.
Oh shit, he's coming. Oh shit,
Damn
he's
right
coming.
he is.
Heal me, bitch.
He's coming right for us. All 4 of us, baby. I'm taking all of you to hell with me.
Let's all run. Let's all run.
Not me.
Let's all run. Like a flock of lambs.
It had to be an interesting little image from his end. Go.
Somebody clip that.
Heal me? No problem. Oh no! Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Jeff. I'm here from the Crisis Corps. I only murdered 7 people. Don't worry, my criminal record's clean as day.
Don't look.
Money some communication would be brilliant, bud. Oh, goodbye. Oh, you're great at communicating when you're in danger.
I was... Listen, in my...
What is going on?
Oh, who's dead?
Who the fuck killed Kenzie right off the bat?
So fucking quick, what the hell?
Alright, boys. What's the plan today?
Ow! Oh God, I'm bleeding! Oh God, I'm gonna die! Oh fuck, I don't have anything on me!
Stop moving,
Oh
stop
no!
moving, stop moving. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is what happened. Kenzie paid me to kill you.
Kenzie, you son of a bitch! That's actual hostility you hear behind my words. I will eat your...
What happened?
Now Davis is a hitman. Hold on. Hold on here. Let me just...
Good to
cut,
see some
cut. Bleed for me.
Thanks. Oh, Jesus Christ, no! And then it got worse.
Yeah, you picked that up, don't you remember?
I do now.
Oh my god, I'm watching them all crawl.
I'm not into butt stuff. I don't like butt stuff.
Alright.
Trust me when I say it is not in my interest that they are trying to crawl up my butt.
I'm watching them try to crawl. It's
They're trying to do more than crawl up Ed's butt.
holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They are pumping me full of bread. Bread? You! Stop it! The big gun!
Oh, I'm still covered in blood, huh? Oh, am I white now? Did I die and my skin tone change?
No, you're still black.
Oh, I'm just white on my screen. Okay. I
That or
see how
you're
it is.
Hispanic.
There's no third person, so I can't confirm it.
I got small meat.
Good job.
Thanks.
No, fix this doesn't work like it should.
What are you doing?
What do you mean what am I doing? I'm taking the lugs.
Use the elevator.
I don't want to.
I literally made an elevator.
I like feet. Damn it.
Oh, so you admit it.
I don't like feet, damn it.
Too late. Let's clip that.
Don't clip
editor, Money, make sure you highlight that on the channel.
All that boundless energy will be mine. By merging with all the energy of the planet, I will become a new life form, a new existence. I will become Shadow the Hedgehog. You thought I wasn't a furry, but I am, Cloud. This is the truth. I know, I probably shouldn't.
No, don't do it. Don't, no.
Oh no.
No. Oh. There they go. Goodbye, Takahide. Oh.
Takahide! Takahide! Takihide's holding on!
For dear life. He fucking dug in his heels.
Takihide's revenge. Second that.
Shut the door.
It'd be fun. Oh hey, a tank.
I got.
Oh hey, a rock. Get them, my zombie minions. Ah! I didn't think that rock.
Honey.
I didn't think his rock would hit me. Hey, look, another rock.
Ow.
God damn it!
I'm gonna use your bodies as a lure.
Really? And you're an asshole!
It worked. All right, it worked.
Oh my god. 3 of us.
Oh,
Back
hi,
to
bud.
back. Like a bunch of fucking bowling pins. We were fucking just... Yeah! Yeah! This is why I love Expert. Just hoping that I frenzy so I can lash out. It'd be perfect if I could drink the baby. Can I drink you? Baby! Baby, come here! I got a drink! I'm thirsty! Baby! No, I can't drink the baby. That'd be a cool little thing. Okay, so we're out of...
My first name is 5 letters. My last name is also 5 letters. don't know how they fucked that up.
Down
No,
explosive
I
bomb.
missed the end.
Don't be mad at me, Money, but I totally thought it was 6. I thought there was an S for some reason.
No, you're right. My last name is 6 letters. I can't count.
Fucking hell, where am I going? That bullet sent me into a frenzy. Jesus, let me in! Thanks, oh Jesus Christ! Don't run, right, it pisses it off. Oh, hi! Cool, shit, okay, wasn't expecting it right up my ass when I ran. Not gonna lie, that got me. Good for you. What is going on?
Oh, who's dead, yo?
Who the fuck killed Kenzie right off the bat?
So fucking quick. What the hell?
Hoping that I frenzy so I can lash out. It'd be perfect if I could drink the baby. Can I drink you? Baby! Baby, come here! I got a drink! I'm thirsty! Baby! No, I can't drink the baby. That'd be a cool little thing. Okay, so we're out of... All that boundless energy will be mine. By merging with all the energy of the planet, I will become a new life form, a new existence. I will become Shadow the Hedgehog. You thought I wasn't a furry, but I am, Cloud. This is the truth. I know, I probably shouldn't. Oh my god, they are pumping me full of bread. Bread? You, stop it. The big gun.
My first name is 5 letters. My last name is also 5 letters. I don't know how they fucked that up.
Down explosive
No,
bomb.
I missed the end.
Don't be mad at me, Money, but I totally thought it was 6. I thought...
I'm back. Alright. Yeah, no, I agree. I do not like Kuno. Kuno is not awesome. He's a little shithead. He is of the puntable into the fucking stratosphere type. His little friend, too.
Does Kuno care?
I can't... What do I have to do with Kuno? What am I doing? Ask Kuno what he knows. Alright.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
Go.
Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
You fucking what?
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
I'm gonna punt you into the fucking sea.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
You mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Oh, mañana.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
There are contusions all over his body. You do that, you little shit?
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He curves his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Yes, I'm saying you're stupid. Ooh, that's so tempting. Contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks in stone you left on.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
That's obstruction of justice, yes. Break his brain with big words. You're goddamn right.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Good for you.
Get lost.
I really don't like them.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Good for you. Eat shit and don't live. Actually, no. Prefer dead. Oh, cans. For my maze, I just clean up your shit. So I can sell it back for a profit. Yeah, I'm not apologizing though. Ooh. Logo of the... Oh, it's not something interesting. Where... I keep forgetting I can right click. Ooh, can I steal this? What's in the box? What's in the box? Money and magnesium. Fuck yes. Over 239, baby. Alright. What else do I need to do? Talk to Manana at the gates. Let's see what I can get for these bottles. Maybe I can get enough to pay back the inn for the trashing I gave it. Not you. I'll pick those up. Wait, it's right here. That musical shift is just fucking clean too. I love it.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Aside, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Very nice. That cleans the bottles out.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar. Gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Alright, we'll have to find somebody if it's one of those qualifications. I think that's all we're gonna get here, though. Alright, so that got us $1 at least. Nowhere close to what I need, but it's a start.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Wiretapping or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? I get it.
Something changes in his disposition.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grow him. That's how I do it.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
You don't tell me you're supposed to know about armor.
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Definitely Kuno. So what? Kuno uses to scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
You probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total.
Ooh.
The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces, helmet, cargo, screws. With the leggings.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. I'm ambitious, I'm gonna find all the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
It's implied he finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Thank you for cooperation.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
I was gonna say, good talking to you. I got my little bag. Just whipping around in the rain. Alright.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. There is nothing for those. A receding genetic pool has led the mound on repair. You know them by the names of their nation state.
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people of Godvoldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Mound are proof. The Vespertines and Messenians, the other large overproduction, as proven by the Mound. The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmara. The Areopagites are sleep. The latter.
Nature was not capable of more. The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white.
To an untrained eye, the pinkness is the Koiko.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnos?
It's Lido, Revasholi.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is
Sounds
happening.
like it was actually very good.
The Revolution came to Ravachol from Grad. In Zaraz, written potato. The Revolution. Enough of Tibet. Tips, the F are a museum. Lesser, the mesquite.
It seems unlikely that 2 human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
You are right.
The sage will not budge on.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimira. Are you sure you wish to the Koiko? This will, but enough. It is I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. your love for disco music, and there is nothing funky
I
about
don't think I can do
them.
anything.
There are three categories of rays. Type A, those are a
trying to see if I can get a
genetic
different
pool
reaction.
has led them out on reprehensible street parades. In you know them.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world. In some,
The Maun, the Vesper, the other overproduct, as proven by the Maun and the indigenous, the Areopagites, the Lat.
nature was not capable of more.
Type
The Khoikhos of Gra.
Yes, pinkness is the Khoikhos.
Wouldn't he be one for F?
Revachol,
Is it 82,000 years that we've been?
the mysteries of the people of this planet, the revolution, enough of Tibet mediocrity.
No, okay. Nothing there. Worth a try. I figured I could at least get something else out of him.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
And fighting him obviously isn't a good bet. Not yet, at least. Oops.
A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check this
A
out.
Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
What happened last time, Kim?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Jim's migrants saw a Staj Raiko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jim's community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Jesus.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Why would you do that? Why would you actually this poor guy? Jesus, why do you have the option to be such an asshole? I love it, but Jesus Christ. Where the Zeminski
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
But they send us the killers to.
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Kim, could our hangman be driver of this
Could
car?
it be another Staj Raiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Go for it. That's cool that little shit like that happened. Alright, checked out the sign. Alright, checked out the statue. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. Nothing important. $354. Hey, shit lips, you fucking lied.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Talk to him, man.
So?
He said to thank you.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
You look slightly
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, Pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you.
Hey,
that
nice.
happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, Pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
I could get more empathy. What does my book say? You're very sassy. Let's go about getting the hangman's boots. In order to succeed, the body has to be down. Top house has to be found, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. This will be doubly tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body. Soon though I'm getting a hold of boots. Oh, okay. I don't really want the hangman's boots though. Okay. I'm off.
Kuno doesn't.
Good for you. So the next step would probably be trying to get into the building again. Which means trying over and over again to start that fight. Let's try and find a store or something. This could be eye liquors. Bird? Normally cormorants surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Neat. Ah, okay, that's gonna be all the way down there. What is this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Impossible. Jesus. Not yet. Can I go back here? I can get to you, kid. Ooh, money and magnesium. Very good. Something feels a little dry.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
No. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Hey. How's
Are
it going?
you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Okay, even Logic is a smartass.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, Pig. You think you're so clever.
Okay.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Okay, that was pretty funny. Garden hose will be used until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Splattering of bullet holes. Barrels are full of rainwater. That's down there. Closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Cool. Good information. As soon as the door is locked.
There must be another way into the building.
What the fuck? Kim, you good?
I can't get involved in this.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Yeah, you heard that too, right? Okay, so it wasn't just me. Despite, he says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Game has that audio glitch? Okay, so that's something that commonly occurs. Good to know.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Only
The
ever found it
balcony
here.
has a great
Ooh.
view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gourmet really needs to talk to
Is
you.
it really that important? All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Oh, okay. Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Ooh, alright.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the windowsills and dead house plants. Too late to do them any good.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of
It
friend?
was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain.
Can you tell me?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are
No,
you?
of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well. Every sound captured and reflected back.
Ask him again.
Listen, I really need your name.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
But he hasn't left yet.
And I really...
But he hasn't left yet.
My name?
That's definitely...
Okay.
No, of course.
Ask him again.
I'd even go so...
We will remove the...
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating?
No, not you.
And when did you speak?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
It'll take more than rain.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my son.
Makes sense. He doesn't reply.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Cigarettes, Tony. I don't really need to...
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. We're just trying to make things okay again. Can we eat somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette but sailing over the rail. Yeah, I do like the narrator's voice a fuck ton.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Hey! Nice. And that stone is now just slightly discolored. Very nice.
He's gone.
See where he went. There's no other options.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Clark's voice claim is the ancient reptilian brain's voice. Ooh. So we can
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Lieutenant, no, it's a small rock on
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. And I assume that's filled in. The Neville Brown's voice is good, almost too good. Has he been in any other anything else, or is this like run away inside large apartment building in the north? Okay, so we can do that later. So you gotta remember that that stone is there. Let's go see if we can find anything else.
Yes?
Oh, my bad. This was his big thing? Okay. I hope he gets more work, because his voice is fucking good. Cape Side Apartments. And let's get the street sign.
Up here, Piggo.
Inside the frame of a motorcycle repair shop. Tools assembled. There's a girl up there, the split paint. Also voices Cyphus in Ultrakill. I haven't seen Ultrakill.
Yeah, you better keep The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
It's a pretty odd assortment of things. Ultrakill overstimulates me like crazy. Tell / pause. I don't know what pause means. Very bright and very flashy. Okay, I'll keep that in mind too. Just know your full name. No need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win
Positives.
with you pigs.
Despite the sash, she puts the brush aside.
A brush? An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism.
Means positive. Okay. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Scows me talking to any cop ever.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
So you want to talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us about the armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for body?
Ugh, alright. Stop,
Hey.
Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
Got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
Considering I can die at any moment from a heart attack, it's probably not too far from the truth. You keep looking up to the side. What are you looking
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Oh.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Very fun.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to her zone.
Catch you later.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
I am well aware. This hound is actively trying to kill me. Why did this light up? That was weird. Fishing village down the coast. Oh, it's locked. Okay, that's what that noise was. Foxes. Thank you. What's that? More construction. Decades ago. I guess I can see if I can loot those packages there. More magnesium. The world building and the scenery. Yeah, everybody's definitely got world views, and it shines through. Somebody put a lot of fucking time into the writing, too. Okay. Shows in the water. Green plants under the palm surface. Alright, back up to 20 points. That's nice. It's already 4:30. Alright. Hi.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets.
Yes.
A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
This is a super political game. Makes my head spin, but in a good way. Fuck yeah, it is. The writing is on point. It's very obvious that no one political viewpoint is chosen as correct, which makes it even harder to grasp, like, whose side you should be on, leaving it very open to the player to choose how they exactly want to play it. It's very fun and very interesting. You don't have to be the good guy. You can be a piece of shit. Or you could try and solve things peacefully. Or you can pick up a small child and smack him around a little bit. You know whose side you choose. You've already beaten the game, though, haven't you, Perv? Or did you not finish?
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
I did not smoke around Kuno. You've beaten the game too, Tom? Okay.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Grip is tight and cold. I haven't yet. Feel like I'm close, though. Understood.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Last time I quit was during a conversation you're gonna have with Titus in the future. I don't know who Titus is, but I'll keep that in mind. What made you quit, out of curiosity? Was it just the wording or something, or? Titus, I will. Okay.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Totes.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat?
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats around here, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Avoiding spares as much as possible. Okay. Caught you off guard. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. Lost progress too much. Yeah, I can understand that. The sudden... Yeah. That makes sense. consuming good. Yeah, I can imagine so.
Yes,
An
we are.
archipelago?
We are on Le Caillou.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
Still haven't seen anybody sell
I
around.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of hers.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Looks like a dumbass toddler halftime toy. It kind of does, doesn't it? It's kind of squish, squish, squish. You're cool, but your boat really needs
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
Taps on the side of the boat, makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19
You're a
paces long.
boat, like an adult, but don't own one. I like that phrasing.
She makes a point of being unromantic about it.
How about Dolores? This bitch went on a Tesla. Yeah, I can see that. How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. Feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
But what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Don't gender here. Don't own a boat, period. Why? I like boats. They're nice to go out on the sea. I like the sea.
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Eel's hips? That's weird. Fuck that. I don't like the visual imagery there.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Money sink. Yeah, they can be. They really can be if you don't have the time to maintain them. Mostly it's gas. Most boat repairs are not as bad as it would be. It's like repairing a car. It's literally the same thing. If you can repair a car, you can Google how to repair a boat. That's what I do. My lazy ass just Googles everything. If I can find it, cool. Ocean is too scary. I need to play fucking Subnautica at some point. I do like Subnautica. I need to play through it. The license for the boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Too lazy to Google too many words. I just conjure assumptions I then confidently believe are true. Usually, I'm mostly right. Talk about their economics.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Symbol of our subjugation to a foreign capital. Kind of bad capital.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
Doesn't look like he thinks his You'll best her in single
Then what
combat.
does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Probably gonna fail this.
She takes a sip.
Okay.
Something's gonna happen in here.
Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
Come on.
It doesn't.
Keep waving your hand. Nothing is going to come.
No worries. We can just go back to discussing my fast, large, interminably middle-class boat. Oh my, the E word.
Detective, may I remind...
Then what does that 33A? Yes. Anyway. Oh my, the E...
Detective.
Then
Okay,
what does
it's the
that
same thing.
33A? Yes. Anyway. Good.
I hate this bitch. She's so funny. Can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Fuck.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Thank you, Kate.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events. 'Twas stolen by some artist, surely. Best to pin the blame on them. Everyone knows you can't trust artists.
I know she does not like me in my playthrough. Yeah. I can't say I'm particularly fond of her here either. She seems arrogant. Some artist stole my badge. It's a mistake to trust
You
them.
mean someone stole your badge?
So it was for a performance. You know how artists are
I
nowadays.
don't, in fact. I'm afraid what I need to tell you is wholly unrelated to art. I really need to discuss it, however, with the RCM, and I need your badge for that.
Unbelievable, sire. Even the performance artists didn't work. Everyone knows you can't trust artists. They're nearly as bad as clowns.
I really should have asked why before I had asked it. Thanks, drama, you asshole.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, the city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more
Went the
curious
pinko
turns
route.
in our conversation.
A lot of what we talked about was the claps and capital stuff. Because she's a bore.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
You asshole.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort. Consider this. Perhaps she has been planning it all along. That you convince yourself into colluding with her.
Yeah, we could suggest. But that would be... I'll hold off on that.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear. The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us.
You know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed.
She
I'm
almost takes
afraid
the
this
both
is
of
a
themselves.
discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, let's return to it later.
Better not tie the force day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Seems smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality then.
This reality?
She pulls her head closer.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
In conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in, it's related to that medical episode. I have trouble making basic reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
This race is rich and willing to answer your questions. Ask one. Alright.
Alright, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
You meant it a sea. What is sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean? It feels like he's in the ghetto. He's so backhanded.
Yes.
Yeah, he's being a bitch.
We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
She's pretty much just taking herself and saying, here, you need me. Come on, it's okay. I'll tell you. Wait, you're gonna do something for me in return. I came from the ocean.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities, vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
I don't know if I'm good at reading people. I can be very hit or miss. Tell me more about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
What's the name of this idol?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Interesting.
And to humanity at large.
Tell me more about more.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
What's an acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's probably from surgery then.
That seems unlikely.
Fuck you too then.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie, out in the open somewhere.
What the fuck? Thanks, necktie. You're such a pal.
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late
for
what?
the big time.
This is a flashing motif.
The revolution.
Was it revolution? Neckties, detectives, twitch shut? Pretty much.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
You say it's a bunch of apes duking it out.
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Okay, neutral.
On the other hand...
She turns north to the bombed out... Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
She likes the totality of it.
Comes and anchors you back.
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anybody getting shot on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Right. Okay. Cowardly.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place.
I can't read that one. I like the way she describes the totality of the aftermath. It's very propaganda-based. Like I said, she's being very backhanded. She's painting it towards her view and probably what she, quote-unquote, is aware of, or what she thinks. It's very biased opinions.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
You got the mineral rights.
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Thinks quite, yeah. She does think. She's just... Probably the anarchists too by that regard, considering how she described them. They probably fit into the same little slot in by her eyes. And by liberals...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
And the liberals win it all.
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
Yep. But who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
To pretend to believe in her own political beliefs don't even exist. Yeah, it's probably accurate. She is very much someone who thinks it's an us or them situation. Or the coalition.
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights. and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The fucking moralists.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Inter, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically, practically. Picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, and hell yes. That's just being an ass. Not just technically, practically. For a moment there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
Sure, buddy.
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Making up trolley problems, not everyone is tied to the tracks in the trolley problem.
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat.
Yeah, the game is hell-bent on just making fun of you for you and your
which the
beliefs.
authorities
It gives
in
no
Grad
shits about
proved
what you
unable to
actually
contain.
believe.
Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
With this Tazroth.
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow,
Of
really?
course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they didn't know anything about prions. Nobody did.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What's the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
You think she thinks she'd be happy to be in her presence? I'm not sure. She kind of... I'm not getting that kind of vibe. She is enjoying giving the lecture, though.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
The rest of the world.
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-easlary communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Thanks, Logic. You're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What would we be doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And
the
after that?
30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Process that whole thing in front of a mirror. Oh yeah, 100%. This is something she practiced. She was itching her whole life to give this speech.
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
What did we get? We got something done, I see. Cool. Got that done. We're knocking out tasks. We're getting through. We gotta level up. Let's level up logic. I could go for empathy too if I wanted to try and get inside Kuno's head. What did I need logic for? There was something I needed logic for. What the fuck was it? I do need to get money, that's right. Okay. I feel like there was something I needed logic for. I can't remember what it was now. Let's go with, you might want to... What's your opinion? What do you think? Level 1 of your motorics. Also consider that. That's a good point. Could go perception or hand-eye coordination. Reaction speeds come up a few times. Sneak under the nose is still with immense. Interfacing. Keep your poker face. Interfacing your composure. Use points to unlock more thought slots too. How do I level up thought slots? You like Inward Empire? I've already put a point in Inward Empire. I don't want to put too much into it. Makes the game very ethereal. Yeah, that's what I've kind of noticed. Like, it's very useful. I can see where it's going to be useful. Let's... Yeah, I can tune into the city. For the thoughts, click on your little head thing in the corner. Oh, you mean the bottom corner. Oh, and that takes a point, I assume? I see. Oh, I see, because I'm only going to be able to do 3. Oh, that's going to bite me in the ass quick. Okay, that's good to know now. Let's go ahead and do this one on. Thank you for that. That's going to help a lot. Because these things actually give us big bonuses, don't they? Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. +1 in encyclopedia. And I can't really do anything with these thoughts. So that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. 1 thought gives XP for every orb you click. Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, that would be really good to have. They chose wise.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king.
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
Serious right now. I think you can unlock it with the boat chick. Ooh.
She narrows her eyes, turning her gaze to the future out of professional habit. All she can see are vague outlines of a great winding down, the doldrums, people killed, but no great transitions of wealth. It makes her feel old, and something else. Something you can't put your finger on.
She's manipulative. She's definitely written well. She's definitely playing things up. She's enjoying this thrill.
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I asked you. Where are you in all this?
And I asked you. Past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
I would have killed more. Jesus. Yourself very precisely. We've made out with the mineral rights. She's bourgeoisie. Yeah. She has money and therefore she has some standing. She's all that, but not just a realtor from Pittsburgh. Sought a medical solution.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
With cleansing artillery fire, you know, just wipe out the sick. It's fine. She almost has a fuck you got mine kind of feel to her. 100%. That is 100%, yeah. I've got mine. I don't need any of your shit, but I'm willing and happy to tell you how much shit I have. And then rub it in your face. Because I've got mine. Privatized healthcare and work with a that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Hygiene, model social care, and perhaps a little research program.
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad. When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more
Begging her to
robust
wash his
state
grimy
response
ass
might have been
hands.
appropriate.
Hey, I got gloves on. It's fine.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Ha!
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable.
Alright, that's enough
They
of
are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Say nothing.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Interesting. She actually gave us her personal viewpoint. She didn't try to bullshit us.
I am an ultra.
Daniel Plainview type. What's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
Dios mío. Don't understand what's so vile about that.
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
It's the worst kind.
I can see you thought I'd gone extinct. No sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart. A real moralist. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
Yep, there it is.
Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
Electrochemistry? What the hell is electrochemistry again? Who are you in my brain? You haven't said a damn word to me this whole time. Love and be loved by drugs. Okay, it's dopamine. It's just the dopamine in my brain saying, hey, you like this feeling. Do it again. Forgive her with charming. You had so many points in that. For a monster! No, I forgive you.
I do hope so. I hope we're able to remain collegial despite it. Remember, we were partners, whether you like to admit it or not. There's blood on many hands, I assure you.
Oh, I missed some of the chat. Should I watch the Wendigoon political spectrum video before picking this up again? Personally, nah. Too many points in electrochemistry. I don't know much about electromagnetism. I'd be careful about trying to learn it from, like, YouTubers and stuff. It's the same thing as going to someone like her. If you're going to a YouTuber for politics, you're going to get what you want, but you're also going to get their political views mixed in with it. Their biases, their points, their research. It's not bad. It's just also good to watch yourself.
When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
I just watched the H-Bomber guy. I actually just watched that too. Are you talking about the one on plagiarism? Yeah, I watched that. The 3-hour-long video or 2-hour-long video. That was really fucking good. It's really fucking interesting. Yes, it does go hard. It is... I don't know, I could have done that kind of video. Watch it with popcorn, with my boyfriend. It's very good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the video is called Plagiarism and You. H-Bomber Guy did it. Is it H-Bomber Guy or H-Bomber Man? You just said it. H-Bomber Guy. I was right the first time. More infighting. Is it a whole 4 hours? It is Guy, okay. Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a patriot.
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Ned pulls down his nose and gives her a look. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
This is a good, like, EXP sync. I'm just fucking eating that EXP up here. And I love it. What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Meant what this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
Or two.
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up with a covering.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
From the dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joycey the evil eye. Her red paintbrush holds to her throat.
Wonderful.
What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
What about the part who said justice for you? She said primo real estate. Okay, that was just funny coincidence.
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular.
We are learning about reality.
It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
We're getting the lowdown on the lore of this world. You've missed a lot of politics. Now explain the same thing, but to a child. Make it more complicated.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
Think I may be part of an infrastructure. Like the truth about reality? I am reality.
And what would that be?
I don't know. Just feel.
Ah, yes. That is what counts, I suppose. For my part, I was more of a new girl.
What's that?
The new. A cultural era.
Disco!
And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-coloured everything.
Here's the truth,
By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
Doesn't sound like anything I've been into. I'm straight edge. I can't remember.
Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
You smell? Oh, you monster.
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
Alright. Let's try this.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Smells like flowers and baby powder. I don't know about all that one. Impossible. Okay, so we've got all that. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
How'd that work? What does that put me? I have 41 minutes remaining on that, and that's gonna be done. We're almost back up to another level up, or halfway to one, so that's nice. It's okay, buddy. Everyone knows you're smelly. Like a smelly smell that smells smelly. I'll show you something smelly when I get to work tomorrow. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do they do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that
Good
sort
night,
of thing.
Money. Have a good
See
night.
those
bud.
airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
You're in good company. How much money does Wild Pod have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
The money I owe is so much less than that. Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
The wave hits the slope. She grasps the mainstay for
A
balance.
conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Why did Wild Pines get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
There's such a hard, huge system all over a place like this.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
It's quite the endeavor.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
What was that? 5 hours, 55 minutes. Names of Revacholian tribes spring in your mind. Set loose at the mention of Wild Pines, Romanopolis. But isn't one missing? Wait, no. You're only 14. Why do you feel like there's a 15th? Oh, that's cool. So it actually like connects them. It's gonna do both then. Cool, cool.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
No way. She's more. She can make decisions.
You can have multiple thoughts at once. Yes, that is good to know. Thank God. It's not head empty, no brain cells, mana.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
How were the talks going?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here.
Oh.
I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
No, you can't. Not IRL. I have multiple thoughts.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
Interesting. What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget.
Oh.
Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay, then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What are the
There are
rents?
leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Seems like they, I don't know what to think about
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Kings, yeah, but kings and kings and kings. King is dead. Long live the workers. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Very nice. The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Very nice. Tell me about your boss.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Oh, fuck. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There's 2 of them.
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh, Jesus.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Christ. The only thing me and Joyce agree on. Whoa. Alright. Well, the Union itself outside the Clare brothers.
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right
A
expression.
mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I like how it's actually making me choose. I could be a fence sitter. I prefer not to have an opinion. No, fuck that. Let me reread that real quick. Débardeurs Union, League Normal Institute. A mob. The Union is good, but the Clares are awful. It really depends on who's running the show. If they become a mob syndicate, then yes, it would fall on the Clare brothers, who definitely sound like they're at the helm of this little gathering. Effective advocate for the rights of local workmen. I'm gonna go with this one.
Why do you think so?
What she calls corruption is simply an aesthetic category.
Talking as categories is the privilege of the overclass. From what I've seen, most people are just trying to survive. Between Everett, the human leech, and Measurehead, this union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it. Jesus Christ. Sounds like they're all Rebel Troll. I'm all Rebel Troll too. To hell with the rest. They're good labor men. Can't fault them for a little... Can't fault them for a little corruption. It's okay to be a little corrupt. No, most people are just trying to survive.
Point taken. But
False
enough about
signs.
Everard. What else can I do for you?
She doesn't seem to dislike me. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh, shit. She's probably dead. She'll probably come up in the investigation.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion?
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Understood.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need.
Of course. How else can I help?
You seem rich. Can I have some money? You know what? If we're gonna ask anybody.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost
that's-
rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Don't ask, take.
These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes, a scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Shake this lynch for some dough. As I should be, for even considering. As a woman, I'm a man, so I should make my own damn money. I'm not ashamed.
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of eau de Nil.
He's overstimulated in his outfit.
Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
Oh God.
As I was saying,
the voices in my head.
If there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I think that's all.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Hey. Psst.
What the fuck? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Huh? Come to word on
You
street.
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless
What the
of their political
fuck is this?
That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything like that. I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Jesus Christ. What the hell is going on? Okay. Rhetoric, buddy, friend. Think you're taking my words out of context here. What are you talking about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes. Abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
The commie route gives you XP and cool RP encounters. This feels like a conversation you would have with a teenage girl with your homies at a lunch table. I've heard some conversations like this, I will agree. The weird ass shit people say when they think they're alone, or at least alone in a crowd of people that have their ears.
Now get to work, comrade.
It's too tiring, I don't have it in me. I do love the fucking word choice in this. It's interesting as hell. Yeah, it is a beautiful game. Hi, Laser. So, let me ask this. If I make a choice now, will I be locked out of it permanently? Make them... Kafka-esque. I don't know why the hell I was having so much trouble with that word. Philosophy majors that spark the most existential debates cannot debate since I started. Makes sense. You're locked out of the other political ideologies. Okay, that's good to know. And considering it seems to be using real-world politics, as interesting... Yeah. It's interesting to see. I think it's a little too early to make a choice now. I think I'm gonna opt out for now. As much as it would be nice to get like a whole bunch of XP bonuses and stuff, I think choosing now is a little too early. The others aren't nearly as fun. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Is it possible to opt in later, or is it just a permanent fixture? Because if I can, like, see what the others do and or get an idea of what the game is offering. Because it's like saying, hey, do you want chocolate cake? You say yes, and you get chocolate cake, and then later someone's like, hey, I got fucking, Neapolitan. And it's like, well, shit, I want a Neapolitan, because that's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, and I can't have that now. So for now, I think I'll opt out.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this.
Could I attempt redoing disco but as a fascist, or would I cringe myself into a hole filled with I don't think you would like that very much. It would be interesting to see. I don't think it would be very entertaining.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism. That was different. No one enjoys playing the fastest route. You're making your entire life. Not even real. Alright, that's funny. Alright, let's see here. I really need to get better pants that are covered in piss and shit. Alright, what should we do? What do we get here? I keep hearing money. Why do I hear money? Hearing things. Let's see, I really like that it just gives you the missions and it's not actually giving me, like, a guide to do it. Okay, you looked at the wall, you didn't see anything about it. Was that all I could do over there? Was that the full, like, reach? Aside from that door there? Yes, because I can't go any further west. Let's see what's in this room.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Yeah, we already have a way into there, so that's fine. We want to leave that. Everywhere went around back, so we got that. We went briefly into the bookstore. Arburn asked for Everclear's help. Let's see if there's anything going on in here. Oh hey, there's more people here now. Hey buddy, who are you? It's all about money. Sure, buddy.
Can I help you?
About the money.
Yes, have you got it?
How much
A
for-
lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Fuck.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Grot. I need to talk to you about it.
What thing?
Mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Let it go. You're above gratuitous baiting.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 16. Reserved starting at 16. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yes, I think I see.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Something else I want to ask about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
I saw another thing. Let me drink. Goodbye.
Lonesome, long way home.
Very good.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Where's the dealer? Alright, who's the dealer? Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Very nice. So what does this one do? Temporary research bonus, none. There's gotta be something more to that then. Find out who's in the Union box. Oh, it's mapping out where, like, certain things I haven't done yet are. Let's talk to this guy. He's still passed the fuck out, which is impressive.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
You
gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Fair enough. I'll have to try again later. Do you have anything new to say?
Hello again, sweetie.
Let's check out the booth. Real fascist hates being called fascist. What's that? Spices, alcohol, and tomato. Ooh, $1.15. Thank you. It's part of the
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Jesus. Hello, sir. Got a few questions.
The man puts his
Yeah,
cup
you
down
can see it
and
right there
replies
to call him
something,
that.
his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I think I have the same as them. Okay, it was a pretty neat little interaction. And what does this lead?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Try to push on
The
it.
door does not budge.
Where does it lead?
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Something about this that makes me want to know.
Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
Yeah, Kim's got my back.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
It's not. It's no. The door is a mega investigation. I'm calling behind the blue door. Door and the main investigation will merge into stereo investigation.
If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, let's see. Guard is a character. I like him. This
Can
guy's
I
just a
help
poor
you?
guy who's just in a bad place.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
I'm glad you do. Mysterious steel blue in the door. Can you
Oh,
open it?
yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably.
Oh, he's definitely been worrying about it for 10 years.
Wondering about it is, of course, exactly what he's been doing for 10 years.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job
Has
doesn't
doors
leave
in
me
their workspace
time
that
for
don't
wondering
open. It's
about
haunting,
one
yeah.
locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay.
Yes?
Interesting. Explore the whirling worlds so you can find a way into the secret passage. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, you can find some really fucked up weird places just by looking around. Yeah, I want to know what's in there too. Fuck if we're not doing that. Let's talk to that girl again from the beginning of the game.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I work at a refurbished bank, and I've hit my head on multiple bank vault parts. Yeah, I can imagine that does not feel good. Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
We'll check again later. Anything over here? Let's check the balcony. Don't think there's anything out here, right? No. Is there anything I can do in here now? Doubt it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Dig deep in your mind and locate the source.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or
Makes me a bit
anyone.
emotional.
2
to be
decades,
there, so
if the
desperate that
calendar
there's
is
no
to be
mental
trusted.
substance. Yeah, it's just
Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else, like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why I drank myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
I guess that's that.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Ooh. That was a really fucking good line. You were correct. You should prepare yourself for that. It's just real fucking powerful. -1 logic? Why would I want that? Hmm. Do not have enough skill points available. It's temporary? Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and internalize that then. Why not? Oh, I see. So it's going to tell me what it's going to... It's not telling me what I will get for completing the thought. It's telling me what the thought does. I see. what it does while I'm thinking about it. And once it's complete, I'll get the actual bonuses, right? Something like that. Okay. I think we should probably start thinking about wrapping it up here, because I've been going for a few hours. I think we made good progress, though. I think.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money...
You depth of thought, but you don't get to know what it does until you finish it. Okay, so it doesn't actually tell you what it does until afterwards. Good to know. I've been going for 4 hours. I think I'm going to end it here. We'll try and figure out what the hell to do next, because I think I'm going to get stuck here soon. I've got a lot of shit to do. We're technically off duty at 2200, I think it was. Yeah, because I gotta wait for that, and this one is after 2200, we can do this one. There's still a lot of trying questions, trying to get enough money for the room. It's probably what we'll do. Keep focusing on this. We'll start actually asking people for, like, money and shit. Because I didn't really do that before. For now, I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have yourselves a nice day, evening, or afternoon. And please be safe out there, everybody. I'll be back with this on next Friday, and then on Monday. It can be important come the end of the day. You can take the recyclables to the shop and get money that way. I've been doing that, yes. Good night. Good night, everybody. I'll be back on Monday with Resident Evil 4. Until then, be safe. I'll see you then.